I started at NAEIR as Director of Human Resources on June 29th, and in August we hired John as a picker in the warehouse. Let's start from there. Talk about NAEIR, tell from the inside, from your perspective, talk about NAEIR, introduce NAEIR to us.
Okay, we'll back up a little bit before NAEIR. I've only had 4 jobs in my entire life. I'm 53 years old. Prior to coming to NAEIR, I worked for a toilet company. I made toilets for a living in Abington at Briggs Manufacturing. If any of you guys might be too young to even know. That company had decided to move to Mexico. So you're out of a job. So before I lost my job, I decided I better get my butt out in the community and find a job. NAEIR was hiring, so I went up there, put my application in. I did not even get back to Abington, and Bob called me. So I turned around, I said, Bob, I'm not even clean shaven or anything. That's right, turn around and come on back. Turn around and come back, got hired. So from there, it's what we call a picker job, where you would place an order. If you were one of our clients, I went out in the warehouse, picked it, packaged it, and we sent it to you. That was my job for the first 6, 7 years. Fast-paced. Now I had 2 bosses at the time. I had a shipping supervisor, and then I had a plant manager. So that's tough at times when you have 2 people telling you different things, which I believe in one of yours is on communication. So we will get with that. So through all of my time, I did it very well. I am an aggressive learner. I'm very, very passionate about whatever I do. When I started the job, it didn't pay that well. Went from $70,000 a year down to 20. It's a hell of a pay cut, right? You got to change how you live. I had a family, 2 children, but we managed. I didn't come to NAEIR, okay, well, I'm going to just get a job and try to find something different. I'm not cut that way. I will make this work. In our interview, one of the questions, where do you see yourself in 5 years? I told the gentleman, which was the plant manager, I want your job. And I meant it. I truly meant it. So when you say something like that, you got to back that up. So how do you get that job? Okay? When you come into any particular job that you start with, you have to have the right sense. How do you get the job? I need to be better than all of you guys in order for Bob to look at me. He's not going to look at me if I do not outstand. So my whole goal was, the job here is we had to pick 10 orders a day to make clothes. I wanted to pick 11, 12, or 13. So, and I did that. Month after month after month. So then a position came open to drive a forklift. A gentleman got let go. Bob is one, and Tim came out and talked to me and said, hey, you interested in driving a fork truck? Never done it before, but yeah, I'll do it. I'm doing it. I'm still the best fork truck driver in that house today. I learned how to do the job, and my truck was never beat up. I didn't tear up anything. I learned the job and made it work for me. I didn't gripe about, oh, we're behind, or we need more people. Because if you do that, management doesn't like drama. They want you to come to work and do your job to the best of your ability. That's it. At the end of the day, that's all it comes down to. So after driving the forklift, things got shuffled around again. A job came open on the dock. So I went on to the dock, where the dock is everything that comes in from the receiving side. Merchandise that is donated to the company comes into us. We sort it, palletize it, and ship it to another part of the building. So I did that job for a year and a half. So then it was a conversation of, well, I might as well go up front to the office area and learn how to do the write-ups, because I've learned everything else. So I did that for the next 2 years. When I left that area, I went out and ran shipping. And that started my upper management process. And I had a little bit of power to change some things, which Bob helped manipulate my boss at the time. So I got a lot of things changed, and I learned from him And I also learned from Bob. These are the two people that I spent most of my days with. Bob was the HR director at the time. Tim was the plant manager. He overseen what I did. Bob kind of made sure that we didn't mistreat anybody and we were doing what our policy said. So I took the good from one person and the good from the other, and that's how I manage today. There are things Bob told me in 2000 that I still use today. There are things that Tim used, how he treated people, I use today as what not to do. So through your careers, figure out the people that you're around. When I do my hiring, I try to find people with my personality. Somebody that's just more laid back, not uptight, not about drama. Somebody that wants to come in and wants to succeed. If somebody wants to come in and they want to pick for the rest of their life, I'm okay with that. Absolutely okay. But in my interviews, every single one, I ask, where do you want to be in 10 years? I don't do 5, I say 10. 5 years, you're just getting your feet wet in the company. You don't learn enough in 5 years. 10 years, you should know that inside and out. And there are some that say, yes, I would love to be manager. The thing is you will find being management is a lot more than just saying you want it. It all comes from your heart and your passion. Being a manager, you have to deal with everybody's personalities. Your personality will absolutely be different than yours. So I have to learn how to talk to you to get my point across. I'm not the kind of boss that's going to raise my voice and bark at you. I don't believe in that. If I got to bark at you to get you to do something, we got a much bigger communication problem. So I've actually had people tell me, well, I didn't know I was in trouble because you weren't yelling at me. Did we not sit down and have a conversation?
That's good. Take a breath for a minute. For you guys to appreciate, when John said he's still the best fork truck driver out there, it's 4 levels high, and the aisles are 8 feet. 8 feet. And you got a fork truck in there and a pallet on the front of those forks, and you got to get up there and get that turn and get that in there. I had to learn fork truck, but never got past the 2nd level. I wouldn't even try it. I wouldn't even try it. You got to really be good to do that stuff. So this program on Wednesdays is called Awesome Boss, and this guy is an awesome boss. That's why you're here, John. So now you've had time to think.
Okay. Now you lost my train of thought driving a truck.
That was great. You want to ask a question? Somebody want to ask a question?
Did you want to become a supervisor?
Okay. The day of my interview, like I said, they asked me where did I want to be. My 3 prior jobs, I had been boss. My first job was working in McDonald's at the mall. Started there when I was 14 on a little work permit thing. By the time I was 18, I ran the store. It was my store. I was the youngest manager in McDonald's history. That was my store. I left there, went to Rosewood Care Center as maintenance supervisor. McDonald's, I did the books. It wasn't rocket science to figure out the mall was dying. You know, what we made in the summer months carried us through the winter months kind of deal. So I knew, young, want to have a family, I need something longevity. And my gut was right because there is no mall. So nothing against McDonald's, but so that started my different career there. Every time I've been to a business, yes, my whole goal is when I walk through that front door, I want to learn. Because that's truly how you get to be a boss. I don't go in there and say, hey, I want to be a boss. Nope. I'll start on the bottom. I'll clean bathrooms. But when I get to be a boss like I am now, everybody that comes into my building, there's no BS and they know it. Because I can go out there every day. I get on a fork truck almost on a daily basis. There's nothing I can't do in that warehouse that I don't do on a daily basis. If we are short somewhere, I jump in and help. I'm not above jumping in and doing anything. So to answer your question, yes, I always wanted to be a boss. That's where you can make your biggest change.
Talk about picking now. as compared to when
Okay.
you were doing it?
When I started back in '97, we have aisles. Let's say these are our racks, right? And there's aisles down the middle. From here to the parking lot, long. You would take a metal cart and push it, which we had boxes on it. And if you pick off of these aisles, so by the time you get done and walking up and down all these aisles, you might have 200-300 pounds on this cart. By Friday, your little feet's all wore out walking on that concrete. So when I finally got promoted, I thought, how do we make this job better? And I went to the point, started surfing the internet, and we got a company out of California called Zapwheel. They have a little 3-wheel cart. At the time, Segways. Does everybody know what a Segway is? Little 2-wheel carts. Those were starting to become really popular. Well, 2 wheels won't work because you got to pick and pull stuff. So they had a 3-wheel cart. So we bought 7 of them as a trial. And I have a boat, love boating. So I took the idea of a trailer hitch on a truck. So I welded a little hitch, just a little pin on the back of a Zap. It's a little 3-wheel cart. And I took a 2-wheel dolly, laid it down, put a piece of pipe on top of it so it slid right over my pin, and there's my cheap trailer for $13. Put a piece of wood on top, hey, there we go. And I went from picking 10 orders a day to 50 to 80. You want to talk about 100% efficiency at a company, there you go. We went from making on an average $800-900 a person a day to $3,000. And the Zappy cost $500. So in the first 2 hours of the day, that Zappy paid for itself. I could buy a new Zappy every day. And the Zappy that we bought, I just replaced them. That's how long they last, a month and a half ago. We got all brand new Zappies.
How many do you have now?
I have 27 now. Because if the Zappy breaks, tire goes flat, battery goes dead, we make too much sense. If you're walking, you're not making money. So I have extra Zappies to cover anything what might happen. To the point now where when Bob started, when I started, it was always first shift. Now we've gone to 2 shifts. So I've hired a complete second shift. That's how our company has turned around.
Sam, do you have a question? She's the quiet one.
I got that.
How do you motivate your employees?
Good question. Very good question. I would start off saying every individual person is different. How I can get you motivated will be completely different from how I get you. I believe in getting to know you. I'm a class clown, as I would say. I talk with everybody in my warehouse every single day. I can tell you who is having marital problems, who is having relationship problems, who is doing very well, if their mother and fathers are ill, every single person. I know everything. So when there is a problem, when you have to do a disciplinary problem, that pays dividends. You look at me more now as not barking or getting in trouble, as guiding you through a bigger path. I look at everybody, I don't look to people to fire. I think that was always the census when I was there. Oh gosh, you do something wrong, you're gonna get fired. I don't want people to come to work to think that. I want people to come to work, do their job to the best of their ability. Your ability will be different than theirs. So that's a hard question to answer because everybody is different. And I truly look at everybody different.
You find that really sincere communication is a good motivator.
Yes.
That's what I'm
Communication
hearing.
is the main thing. If we do not have communication, let's say you come to work today, your sister's very ill. You're gonna come to work with that on your mind. That whole leave your problems at the door, I don't believe. So when you come to work, if you tell me, hey John, I had a really rough night, this is what's happening, So during the day, if I see you going a little slower, or your numbers aren't good enough, I can put 1 + 1 and get 2. I'm not gonna come beat you up. If it consists though for a couple weeks, then we might have a different conversation. But that's where getting to know people, getting to have a good line of communication, that you feel comfortable coming to talk to me. Work's just second best. It becomes easy. Did I kind of get around that question?
When I was there, we had quality points that we awarded every month. Supervisors would fill out a thing, I would keep track of it, and I was in charge of buying the quality merchandise. Good jackets, winter jackets, sweaters, t-shirts, caps, wristwatch, nice watches, all kinds of good stuff. And people could trade in their points for NAEIR logo merchandise. That went by the boards right after I left.
Yeah, how come?
I don't know.
I have tried very hard. I am one of those people that believe there should be some type of reward.
Yeah.
I can only do so much. I have brought that to everybody's attention. What we have done is, on the other side of that ladder, we have a Christmas and a Thanksgiving dinner.
It's a banquet.
Yes, very nice. They spare no expense. It's all Hy-Vee catered. It's a very nice dinner for the entire warehouse. And we all sit down together and have a wonderful meal. Now, there used to be part of that incentive programs for Christmas and Thanksgiving, we would get a gift card, if you remember. They would give you a gift card, and believe it or not, I think $50 or something like that, buy your turkey. So it kind of helped you in a time when money's tight with everybody on the holidays. Well, as all the programs went away basically after you left, they went away because we lost a person that had the passion. And so that went away, so everything went away. Now, dealing with new vendors, I was able to get with FedEx. FedEx has a program out there that we accumulate points. And my CFO manages all of this, so now we have gone back to buying gift cards. We actually get free gift cards. We accumulate, every box we send out might be worth a penny. So now at the end of Thanksgiving and Christmas, we've gone back to giving people $50 gift cards. This year, I hope, first year it was 25, this year it was 50. I'm hoping for even better next year. And how that works around is everybody in the warehouse knows every box that gets loaded on our FedEx truck goes into this program. There's your incentive. They're going to get all of that money back. We don't keep any of it as a company. It all goes to buy gift cards and we hand them out to our employees. So that's where we started. We're on a small road. Some of the clothing that you were talking about is still sitting up
In that room?
there. Yeah. And I can't hand it out. So it's,
I'll talk to Gary.
it's all pretty much, remember the,
I'm on the board of directors now.
the leather jackets? Remember
Yeah,
those?
loaded.
I got a room full. But the bottles, a lot of like the pullover shirts,
Yeah, polo shirts.
just all,
It's all in the boxes up there.
You could have
we
brought
put 'em
one
in
for each of
totes.
us today.
well, I would have.
I've got a question for you, John. You've got stronger employees and you've got weaker employees working for you. You've got some people who are ambitious and energetic and want to improve, and you've got some who say, just, this is all I want to do and I'm happy doing this. And how do you treat your talent and how do you treat people who you need to develop more? Is there a difference?
For me, no. I look at, I'll pick on you two. She's the quiet one. Let's say you're really motivated and you want to become manager. I'm not really going to spend more time with you than I would you that just wants to come. Let me do my job, and I'm perfectly happy with that. I still will make sure you're doing your job and how I can help you do your job better, because I've done your job, so I know it inside and out. I have got cameras all over the building. That's something new that you didn't.